Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and we are here for the matchup we've been waiting for, going up against Appalachian State. And you see them, man, they are ranked and undefeated. They have been dominant all season long. You can see here they're ranked number 13 in the nation. They are 95 on offense, 93 on defense. And man, look at them. They are the number 4 scoring offense in the nation, and their defense is up there as well. So let's hop into this game, starting out this game with the ball, handing the ball off to Tyron Summers, and that's a good start. A gain of 9 up the middle. So now on a 2nd and 1, giving it off to Jimbo Brown. Jimbo Brown finds a little bit of room up the middle, and he picks up 12 yards on that one. Jimbo Brown coming into this game, getting close to 300 yards rushing on the season. He's about a little bit over that, I'd say. I'd say he's getting closer to 400. But you see, this dual running back attack is going to be the plan in this one, as Tyron Summers gets the handoff up the middle, and we're now past the 50-yard line. So now facing a 3rd and 10. A couple plays later, they're sending the blitz, and we're throwing out to the right side. But Kashawn Curtin cannot make that pass, as he starts out this game 1 for 5. And we do kick the long field goal and do make it. And that's actually the longest field goal in Coastal Carolina history. Can you believe that? So now we come out on defense, facing a bear on this offense. Zach Thomas is 92 overall. You can see he doesn't have great throw power, 83, but 90 accuracy. But here's the star, Marcus Williams Jr., the senior running back, 5'10", 92 speed. He's pretty good. Malik Williams, the senior as well. He's having himself an all right season. 552 yards, but they will be without Thomas Hennigan, but Jamal Cox will step up in his place, and he is only 76 overall. With confidence, he goes over 80 overall, but this is going to be interesting going into this matchup. So here we go. We are out on defense now, as Keith Bozeman, the freshman tight end, he's only 68 overall, and he is starting for Appalachian State. So here's Williams Jr. getting a handoff, and Marcus Williams Jr. picks up 22 on that carry. So here's Thomas under center, handing off to Williams Jr. again, and look at that block there, as Williams is set up for a 33-yard carry on that one. So 2 rushes, 55 yards already. So now on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball across to Williams, finding Williams on this one, and that's going to be almost a first down. So now facing a 3rd and 1, throwing the ball to the left side. That's Jamal Cox on the 2-yard reception, and Zach Thomas starts out this game with the help of Marcus Williams, and that's a touchdown drive on offense for Appalachian State. So this is going to be a tough game. So back out on offense here on a 2nd and 2, play action fake, throwing the ball across the middle. Jack Kleck is finding that one, and he's getting up close to the 50-yard line. So now on the couple plays later, 2nd and 4, here's Tyron Summers getting the counter to the outside. He's picking up 8 on that one, as we are moving the ball down the field pretty smoothly so far in this game. So on a 1st and 10, here's Curtin throwing out to the sideline. That's a tiptoe catch by Angel Gonzalez on the sideline, as he picks up 13 yards. So a couple plays later here on a 2nd and 3, here's Tyron Summers getting a handoff up the middle, 6 yards on that one. So we do get it within the 10-yard line. And now a couple plays later on 3rd and goal, Tyron Summers does fight his way in, and we are taking this lead 10-7, as Tyron Summers, another touchdown. I mean, he is just beast in this year, as we take the 3-point lead. So here's Williams Jr. getting the handoff, continuing his dominance so far in this first quarter, as we move into the second here, and he's already at pretty much 88 yards rushing. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Thomas throwing out to the right side, and he finds Bozeman, the freshman tight end, who breaks a couple of tackles and is finally hunted down by Cedric Granger. But take another look at this. We were actually guarding him with Chris Thornton, and Chris Thornton just slips. So wow, they come up with a long reception and are set up inside the 10. So now on a 1st and goal, here's Thomas throwing out to across the middle, and that's another touchdown. Malik Williams this time, and man, they have driven down the field easily for the first 2 drives, as it's now a 14-10 game. But here we are back on offense. They haven't been able to keep us off the board yet, as we find Jack Kleck for 17 yards on a 2nd and 5. Here's Curtin from the shotgun, going to throw the ball deep, and that's going to be caught by Justin Johnson. This is the element of his game that I've been trying to elevate a little bit. We haven't went deep too often, but this is definitely a part of the game that we want him to definitely grow on. And as Tyron Summers gets the handoff and he gets up the middle for the touchdown. So now Williams Jr. back on our offense. Can he continue this great game he's having so far with 3.5 minutes left in the half, as Thomas is now under center, throwing out to the left side. Here's Harrington this time picking up the first down, 10 yards on that reception, and they move past the 50. So now 3 minutes left here in this second quarter, throwing a screen out to Cox, and he gives a stiff arm to Micah Went and picks up 14 yards. So we have not been able to stop them so far. So now on a 2nd and 10 under center, 2 minutes 45 seconds left in this half, throwing the ball out to Cox, and he can't keep hold of that one. That's Xavier Davis on the coverage as we get him down to a 3rd and 10. So running Williams in motion. Here is Thomas throwing the ball across the middle. He's going to find Williams. Williams going to break a tackle and break another tackle. He's going to get in for the touchdown. Malik Williams for his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Wow. As Appalachian State goes up, this looks like it's going to be a good one. So now back on our offense. We have 2.5 minutes left. That's plenty of time to drive down this field and milk some time off the clock, so we don't want to leave them any time. Remember, last week for Georgia State, we did that, and they scored right before half, so we don't want to do that again, as Angel Gonzalez picks up another big gain. So now, 1st and 10, thrown out to the right side. That's a nice throw to Mike Harrison, and that's a catch on the sideline for a 1st down. So now, 2nd and 6, handoff up the middle. That's Tyron Summers for 5 yards, so 3rd and 1. Another handoff up the middle, and that's Tyron Summers 6 yards up the middle. So you see 30 seconds left in this half, as now we give it to him on a 1st and 10, milking this clock, getting closer and closer. 20 seconds left, so we milk it down to 7 seconds and give it to Jimbo Brown. Wow, Jimbo Brown shows that power, and he straight destroys this defender. Oh my goodness, he folds him like a table, like a chair. Wow, look at him. I mean, he thought he had him in the backfield, but big Jimbo Brown. He steps on him. Look at the disrespect on that. As Jimbo Brown is not afraid of Appalachian State as we go into halftime. Down, actually up now, 24-21. So now to start this second half here, Appalachian State does start out with the ball, and they have been red hot on offense. So here's Thomas rolling out to the right side, going to pick up a couple of yards here, and that's going to turn into a gain of 9 after he breaks a tackle. So 2nd and 1. On the pitch play, here is Williams Jr., but this time he's going to be stopped by Xavier Davis and Cedric Granger on that tackle. So now we get him down to an early 3rd down. Here is Thomas under center, going to try to scramble out, and look who's going to be there. It's going to be Cedric Granger there for the sack, and that's 2 tackles for loss in a row, and we get the early punt. So now here we got to put the points on the board here, because this is important, as here is Curtin thrown out to the right side. That's going to be Mike Harrison, caught for 31 yards, and that's going to put us past the 50-yard line, as, man, this offense has just been electric so far. So now here on a 3rd and 4, giving the ball off to Tyron Summers. He picks up a couple of blocks and picks up a running lane, and that's a gain of 16 on that one. So now 1st and 10, throw in the middle screen, this time to Angel Gonzalez, but that one is going to be stopped for a 1-yard gain. So now 2nd and 9 inside of the 25-yard line. Here is Curtin throwing across the middle. That's Carlos Byron Dunlap as he picks up 11 yards on that one. So now 1st and 10, end around, this time to the freshman J.R. Walker, and he picks up 7 yards on that one. So now 2nd and 3. Here is Curtin from the shotgun, handing it off to Tyron Summers. He's going to fight his way in for the touchdown, and that's going to make it a 10-point lead here in this game. As, wow, look at the offense in this one, as we are actually playing decent defense here in the second half to start. Marcus Williams only 6 yards on that carry, but on a 2nd and 4, here he is getting another carry. Look at the blocking on this one, and he picks up a gain of 18 on that one. So Marcus Williams showing up so far. So now 1st and 10. Here is Williams getting another catch on the outside. That's Malik Williams this time. 14 yards on that one. So 1st and 10 under center. throwing the ball out to the right side, and Zach Thomas finds his receiver, and they rule it incomplete, but they actually overturn it. Look at his toe. It was on the sideline. Questionable call by the refs, but they do get the first down here after the overturn. But on a 1st and goal here, they're getting it inside the 10-yard line. As here it's Thomas from under center, tossing the ball out to Marcus Williams, breaking a tackle, and he's getting in for the touchdown. So they stay in this game and keep it to a 3-point game. So now on the ensuing kickoff, here is Alan King. Haven't seen many returns from him this year, but he picks up a running lane to the outside, and he's going to get inside the 35-yard line of the opponent's territory. You can just see the game that Zach Thomas is having in this game. 3 touchdowns, pretty much only 3 incompletions. I mean, this guy is just beasting so far for Appalachian State. But this game is all about the offensive coastal. Handing the ball off to Tyron Summers for a nice gain on that one. Now in a 1st and 10, here's Jimbo Brown picking up 6 yards. He almost breaks that one. So 3rd and 4. Here's Keshawn Curtin. Another handoff up the middle. Look at Tyron Summers. He's fighting for that yardage, and he barely picks it up. But that makes it a new, fresh set of downs. So now here's Tyron Summers on a 2nd and goal, getting the handoff up the middle, and we are just gassing them here on defense for Appalachian State. As here is Jimbo Brown. We're giving it to him, our power back, as he falls into the end zone and once again makes it a 10-point game. So can we stop them on this drive and complete the upset on the road? So now here is Thomas rolling out to the right side, trying to scramble out, only picking up 3 on that one. You know he can run a little bit. So now 3rd and 10. This is a big 3rd down. Here is Zach Thomas from the shotgun, going to throw the ball deep over the middle, and that's going to be caught by Phillip Jenkins. Wow, this is the 2nd time this has happened. Remember, this actually happened last week. Xavier Davis just loses the ball in the air, and Alan King was there in coverage, but just didn't make a play. So now this drive continues here on a 1st and 10, getting the ball out to Bratton, and look at Bratton fighting in for the touchdown. And look at Zach Thomas. I mean, 3 incompletions, 4 touchdowns, and they are back in this game again. So now up by 3 points. We're trying to milk this clock a little bit, giving it off to Jimbo Brown for the gain of 10. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Tyron Summers putting on a move, and he's picking up a gain of 12 for himself. So now Tyron Summers up to 140 yards rushing so far in this game. Here's Keshawn Curtin throwing across the middle. That's actually dangerous. And good thing the defender did not try to go for the interception. That could have cost us there as this drive continues. Giving it off to Tyron Summers, 10 yards up the middle. So now 2.5 minutes left in this game. 2nd and inches. Here's Keshawn Curtin rolling out to the right side. Going to throw out to the right. And that's going to be picked off by Hicks, the cornerback. And wow, Keshawn Curtin misses by a mile on that one. Look at this throw, as that was to Angel Gonzalez, but that was just way off the mark, as now we give them an opportunity to drive down the field and even take the lead. So here's Marcus Williams Jr. getting the jet sweep on that one, picking up a gain of 6. So now on the next play, throwing out to Cox, and he's picking up 9, as I don't know how he saw that opening, but Thomas finds Cox for the 1st down. But on the next play, getting it out to Phillip Jenkins, and that's 19 yards. We've had trouble all game stopping this passing offense as they continue to find yardage in this one. This one out to the freshman Keith Bozeman for a 1st down. So 1.5 minutes left in this game as this clock continues to run. Here's Thomas from the shotgun throwing the ball across the middle, and that's Harrington getting across the 10-yard line. So they are doing what they want, it seems like, as that's another completion. So now 1st and goal. Here is Thomas from the shotgun, throw it out to the right side, and that's going to be caught by Keith Bozeman. Zach Thomas was 5 for 5 on that drive, and wow, we get a chance with a little bit of a deficit, 4 points, starting this off, throwing the ball over the middle, and that's caught by Garrison Burnett. Wow, look at that throw and catch, as that had to be in one place only, in Keshawn Curtin with the biggest throw of the game. Wow, that may have been a little bit of luck, but we do convert the 1st down. So now 2nd and 7, 50 seconds left. Throwing the ball across the middle. That's Angel Gonzalez. He picks up 8 on that one and gets across the 30-yard line. So now 2nd and 10. 40 seconds left. Throwing the ball out to Justin Johnson, who's having a pretty good game. Gets a gain of 15 on that one. So now 2nd and 5. 18 seconds left. Hand the ball up the middle to Tyron Summers, and we get the first down. And now we're inside the 5. So this clock runs. We let it run a little bit. 6 seconds left. Run the ball up the middle. We get stopped. So it comes down to this last play, 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line. 3 seconds left. We're going to give it to our man, Tyron Summers. Our man that gets us there, and he's in. Tyron Summers with the 2nd left on the clock. He gets in for the touchdown, and I was kind of nervous on this because he bounces off this guy, but he finds the opening, and wow, what a way to take the lead here with 1 second left. So we do have to squib the ball, and that's not going to be it. Keith Bozeman, who has been gashing us all game, he gets in for the tackle, and look at this. I mean, we go on the road and complete the upset. And wow, I mean, this was a team that straight dominated us last year. They're undefeated this year, one of the best rated teams in the game right now in this dynasty. And I mean, we just go in here and put up numbers on them. I mean, they had one of the best defenses in the nation. They had one of the top offenses, I mean, top 5, but we upset them. And wow, so now our record looks a little better. We had 3 losses on the season, and that loss to Georgia State looks a little better now. Now that we upset Appalachian State, we were circling this game on the calendar all season, and we complete it. So we go on the road and beat them. That's a big win. But, you know, we do have to improve. We do still want to make the conference championship. Remember, we have not been to a conference championship yet. We did go to our first bowl game last year when we won, but that is the goal this year. We wanted to beat Appalachian State and make it to the conference championship and probably win. Let's see what we can do for the rest of this season. Let's see where these standings shape out because, man, this was a huge win for us on the road. And we did our thing in this game. I mean, a lot of guys contributed. This is an all-around victory as, yeah, they were a powerhouse, but we did enough on defense to keep them in check. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. I mean, they did total 475 yards in this game, but we had 512. But that good 3rd down stop to start the second half, that turned out to be huge. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.